Okay, guys, do let me know if you guys are able to see me. Those who are joining in. Yeah, I think we are live. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are able to see me and hear me. So we'll be starting very soon with the stream. So please join in. Those who are joining us, please like the stream. Please share the stream. That will help us get to more people who are actually preparing and help more students. So please like the stream. Hi Vijay, hi Mitali, hi Tata, and hi Shalini and Gokul. Good evening to all of you. Good to see all of you guys who are joining in. It's always good to see the amount of enthusiasm that people have for preparation. And I'll be answering all of your questions pretty soon. So please do put in whatever doubts you have. Also, I would urge all of you to please like the stream and please share the stream. The more students join in, the more number of people viewing these streams, the more streams we will actually have. We have almost started having a stream every single day now, and that all depends on how much enthusiasm we see, how many students we see coming. So please like the stream, please share the stream. It helps us a lot, and it will also benefit you because we'll be holding more of these streams. Hi everyone, hi Satish, to all of those joining. Marks in mocks versus actual CAT, Harish. I would say that see, the marks are kind of difficult to judge. They change slot, not just every year, they change slot to slot also. So I would suggest that instead of focusing on marks, think more on what your target percentile should be. If you're getting 99 percentile plus in Cracku marks, the likelihood of getting 99.5 plus in actual CAT is very high. So try to target 98.5 plus percentile in Cracku marks. That should be enough to get actually 99.5 plus in actual CAT. So focus on that as such. The students who are at Cracku, who are preparing with Cracku, generally tend to be more focused students. So the peer group that you have would be a more concentrated peer group. So you have to just adjust for that. Marks would change from mock to mock, that would change from slot to slot of CAT. So you can't really map marks of Cracku versus marks of actual CAT as such. So let's get started. Hi Sai, Nidish. Is DashCAT of higher or same standard as actual CAT? Every single question of DashCAT is of the same standard. It is of moderate to actual CAT difficulty level. But what might change is that some sections in CAT generally can be easier than usual, or some can be harder than usual. So sometimes you will get harder than usual sections, but generally you will not get a very easy section as such. We want every section to count. We want every DashCAT to count. So there won't be like a trivially easy section ever in Cracku. Similarly, you won't find very trivial questions ever in Cracku mocks. Every question will not be unnecessarily difficult, but you won't have the easy trivial sections or mocks ever. So every mock will be at the moderate difficulty level or the exact difficulty level of an actual CAT paper. Thank you, Ayush, for your kind words. All of you who are joining in, good to see everyone who is joining in. Those who are joining in, please like the stream, please share the stream. I see 75 people joining us and only 46 likes. Please like the stream, guys. Also, I'll just basically give you a brief overview of what we are going to do in today's session. So basically in this, I'm going to give you an idea of how to solve questions wherever a chart is there. So I'll give you a brief overview. I will try to give you the first set, which is a easy set actually, an easy chart set at 7:45, and a slightly moderate, easy to moderate, or actually I'd say moderate set. This is a set that can actually come in CAT. The first set would not mostly come in CAT, but it can come in CAT if the slot is unexpectedly easy. The first set can come, but mostly the second set will come, but not the first set. But still, it is important to know how to solve both sets. So the second moderate set I will put at 8:05 p.m. Okay, so I hope to see all of you guys over here, and I make sure that you are sitting with a pen and paper and you're ready to solve. I want to see all those who are joining in to actually solve. To take the test, please head over to cracku.in/live. The test will be going up at 7:45 p.m. on cracku.in/live. Please be ready. Please be ready with the pen and paper. I'll be trying to answer as many questions as possible over here, and whatever questions you have, please do let me know. Please first like the stream and share the stream. I see 93 people joining in. It's very, very nice to have all of you over here. Please guys, like the stream. And also please, one thing I would like to urge all students who are joining us, please upload your admit cards and start taking mocks. If you haven't taken, if you have taken only one mock, I would say that start ramping up the schedule, because you have only 1 month left. You have to take at least 7 to 8 mocks before CAT day. So please make sure that you are at least every weekend you are having one mock, and between the weeks you should be taking sectionals as such. If you guys do not have access to good mocks, please do check out Cracku mocks. We have a Diwali sale going on. So we have first 5 mocks, the Cracku 5 mocks for just $299, and this is with video solutions. So please do check out our mocks. They are taken by a large set of people, and the quality of mocks is really good. Also, you will have, we also have 10 mocks plus 30 sectionals for $399 if I'm not mistaken. Do check out our Diwali sale page. It will be there in the description box. Please check out the Diwali sale page and you will get all the information there. If you guys have not started taking mocks, please start taking mocks. It's very, very important. Harish is saying, ma'am, I'm hardly at 90 percentile in Cracku mocks. Don't worry, 90 percentile is good. It's not a bad it would roughly be about 95 percentile in actual CAT. But from 95 percentile to 99 percentile, it is going to be a slog. So you have to work every single day from now till CAT day. It is entirely doable, but make sure that you solve loads of questions every single day. That is the basic difference between somebody who's at 95 percentile and at 99 percentile plus. The difference is only practice and how much solving experience you have. So just buckle down and make sure that you are solving loads of questions from now till CAT day. Take sectionals, solve topic tests, each mock, analyze the mock and make sure that every single question you got wrong, you know exactly why you made a mistake there, and you have a lot of solving experience going into CAT. So good to see all of you guys who are joining us. I see a lot of people on the stream on YouTube, and but lesser likes than those who are there. So please like the stream, guys. We have like a big Diwali sale going on, so please do also check that out. And those 5 mocks and 10 mocks are the same, or they are different questions? So first 5 mocks, the 5 mocks are basically DashCAT DC1 to DC5, and the 10 mocks are DC1 to DC10. So basically, if you are taking the first, they are not independent this as such. If you want the full package, just take the full mocks, which is DC1 to DC15. We have 15 mocks. We have cut them up as 5, 10 and the full mock package, which is 15. So you can take as much you can solve till CAT day. Okay, so let's get started, guys. Please do put in your questions. I'll be answering all of them. I'm scoring 30 marks in mock test. Is it possible to get 90 percentile? What should I increase? What should I do to get to increase the score? See, Gokul, 30 is kind of on the lower side. I'll be honest with you, but that basically means that you have to work on finding every single question or marks from there onwards. So after every mock, what I want you to do is actually go and see every solution. Make a note of which areas did you not do well. For example, in Cracku mocks, you get a pictorial view of like which sections you had poor accuracy, which sections you had poor attempt rate. So write down the sections. Firstly, I want, for example, in quant, I want you to get very good at arithmetic and geometry. Revise all the concepts, see all the concept videos and start practicing. Take loads of topic tests every single day. Similarly, focus on reading comprehension in VARC section, and in DILR set, look at all the representation formats that are there for the different types of sets. If you get that base ready, you will go from 30 to 50 plus. From then on, you will have to basically see what did I do wrong, which topic did I miss, and then add to it. So firstly, if you get your base of arithmetic and geometry right, then look at modern maths, algebra, functions. All of those things basically will add to your overall score. So you have to look at it, what can I do, first get your base right, and then keep adding to that. Okay. So guys, please like the stream. I see a lot of people who have joined us. Guys, please like the stream. And those who have not already gone over to cracku.in, please head over to cracku.in/live. The test will go live in exactly 5 minutes. Be ready with pen and paper, and I hope all of you will be able to answer both sets as such. I hope that both sets are doable. With practice, every one of you should be able to do that. Especially, I want to make sure that everyone is able to do the first one. It's an easy charts question, should be done. If you are not able to do that, you have to go back and work on your charts reading ability. That's the only thing that is really there in DI charts. So let's get started. See, remember, in charts, there isn't much as such to learn or know. I have already covered DI sets with tables, DI sets with cumulative data, with range data, all of those things. In case of charts, the only difference is that you will be given data in a pictorial form. Okay. For example, you will be given either a bar chart or a line chart or some kind of chart. There are just a few kinds of charts that you have to basically learn, say bar graph or bar chart, then line chart, and pie chart. These are the three most common types of charts. Just see how these are made, how to read those charts. It's extremely important that you know how to read a chart. There isn't much to it really. And the thing that is really tested when it comes to charts is your ability to translate this data into a table. There are many times that you don't need to actually draw the table or write down the table. But in most cases, to actually solve the questions, you will need to convert this data into a table format. Once you have it in table format, it becomes very easy to solve questions of that set. The other type of questions might be more kind of based on special charts or radar charts or any other kind of different charts that are there. This came in a recent CAT, I think it was 2019 or 2018 or 19 it came. But there are many different types of special charts that are there, like area charts and scatter plots. Scatter plots also come often, bubble charts. These are charts that come less often. There is nothing really to do. I would say basically what you should do is open Excel. In Excel, you will get a list of charts, okay? Whatever is the list of charts, Microsoft Excel, whatever is the list of charts there is the max number of charts that you can actually get. So if you go even to Excel help, they will tell you what are the charts and how to make them. So you understand exactly how the chart gets formed from the data. Your job is the exact opposite. You can make from data, you can draw a chart. Your actual job is exact opposite. You have to read a chart and make the table. And from the table, you can manipulate that information to get the answer. That's the only thing you have to really do when it comes to charts. Find out about each of these charts, know how to actually read those charts and solve them. In certain kind of cases, it helps to actually just visually see the charts. The point of charts is basically to help you visualize the data. So for example, if you see that there is scatter plots are like this, okay, this is Y, this is X. So when you see a scatter plot like this, you should be able to see that there is a linear relationship between X and Y. So this scatter plots helps you see that there is a linear relationship between X and Y. Apart from this, if you see anything else other than this, generally visualization doesn't help you much when it comes to solving questions. But always remember, the charts can be used as is without the table format to answer some questions. For example, in scatter plots, if you have scatter plots of this type, just remember, for example, if you are asked in how many cases is Y greater than X, you just have to count all points which are above the 45-degree lines. If you are asked in how many cases Y is less than X, you can just look at the chart and count the number of times when Y is less than this. So for example, if you are given like say $million and population in million, okay, and the question is how many for how many countries is the earning rate or whatever less than $1. So $1 would be the 45-degree lines. Then you just count all the countries or whatever points which are below the line. How many will be above $1 per person? It would be those which are above the line. So visually you can see some charts and use them. But in general, whenever there are complicated, like questions are more complicated where you have to say, okay, this plus this, revenue minus expenses is profit, all of that table works better. So just convert that data into table format to start answering. Okay, so this is the basic brief overview I'll be giving before we start. So good to see all of you guys over here, and I'll be starting soon. Okay. So I hope everyone is ready with their pen and paper. I'll be posting the first question soon. I'll be answering most of your questions soon as such. We'll be starting soon, so please get your pen and paper ready. Debraj, don't get scared. The first set is actually easy, and I hope and I know that you will be able to get it. So here's to all of you getting the first set right. Those of you who are joining us right now, guys, please like the stream. It would help us a lot when it comes to reaching people, and please share the stream with whoever is preparing for CAT. And if you guys are looking for mocks and are in that stage where you're looking to solve a mock every single weekend, please do check out Cracku's mocks. We are having massive discounts now due to Diwali. So this will be, the Diwali sale will be till only this weekend. So please do check out Cracku's mock courses. We have excellent mocks with video solutions for very, very cheap, like $299 and $399. So just do check out Cracku's Diwali sale. So posting the first set now, and let's go. Okay, guys. Those who are joining us on Cracku stream, please make sure that you go to cracku.in/live. There you will be able to see the question posted below. There's a YouTube video. This is the YouTube video. Here the question will be posted. Please click on view instructions. Okay, and the instructions should appear. Okay, so please see the actual question on cracku.in/live. If you guys are joining the stream or seeing the stream afterwards, not live as such, still it will be up as such. Just go to cracku.in cat live sessions. If you go to Cracku's cat live sessions, you should be able to see even the historical tests. So you will be able to see these questions on our website. So just make sure that you see it in actual question format and try to attempt it. Okay. So, okay. So let us see what doubts are there. I got 88 percentile and 86 percentile in Cracku free mock 1 and 2 respectively. Is it good enough for ABC, and how should I improve? I think you have a good chance as such, but focus more on improving the percentile by giving more mocks. How would you improve? See, basically go to the mock analysis, see the areas that you didn't do well, and obsessively target those areas. So what I do is, okay, I didn't do well in this section. I need to solve like 50 questions from arithmetic, 50 questions from logarithms. I didn't get it right. Then I go and take topic tests so that I solve a lot of questions from there. Make sure that you go and revise all formulas. If you couldn't remember a formula, so for example, you had suddenly a question on like say area of triangles or something like that, and you couldn't recollect the formula, make sure you go and revise all formulas as such. VARC, if your accuracy is dipping, go and do more active reading. The more number of summaries you write, the better your accuracy is going to get. So just keep obsessing on where are you losing marks, and you try to essentially those are like leaks in your tank, and if marks are leaking out in all of those areas, you have to figure out how to plug those kind of leaks. So if it is you are losing marks in arithmetic, you have to go and practice arithmetic so that you don't lose marks there. If you are losing marks in DILR section, in arrangements, if you are not able to get started on that, figure out which sets you can do, and then you try to make sure that if any set of that type comes, you will be able to attempt. So just methodically go and track everything that you didn't do properly in the mock. I've taken 6 to 7 DashCATs. I've been scoring early 40s. I can still get a hold of DILR and Quant. Please let me know what to do to reach around 60, can't get a hold of DILR and quant to reach 68 and 70. So DILR, firstly I would say that first focus on which sets you are able to do. So you have an idea of what your strengths are. So for example, you are able to do DILR sets or table sets. What sets you are not able to do at all. Now go back to the study room and practice from those particular sets. So if you're not able to do arrangement, have 5-6, do 2 DILR sets on arrangement every single day. If you're not able to do scheduling, first also look at the representation format for those kind of sets and go back and practice from that. So the more you practice from those different types of sets, anything of that type comes, you will be able to answer. And frankly, there is a limited type of sets that you can actually have in CAT also, because ultimately there is nothing unique or new that you can set every single time. And again, 6 sets can't be new and unique as such. So given that what has come in CAT, you keep just practicing and making sure that anything of that type comes, you will be able to answer. With quant, you will have to go more precisely. Say, okay, in arithmetic, which areas were you weak in your quant attempt? Profit and loss, you should not lose any marks. Time, speed and distance, you should not lose any marks. Those are basically the bedrock of your attempt. So obsessively go and figure out where you're losing marks in quant and try to take topic tests for each of those areas. I'll take some questions from here also. Ma'am, poor accuracy in VARC, not able to attend more questions also, and accuracy is also low. Please suggest some solution. So Pramukh, first focus on accuracy. Your accuracy is very, very important, especially in RC. So just focus on where you are making mistakes in your RC. Is it the reading part? So I always encourage active reading. If you're doing active reading, what it means is that you read a paragraph, write the main point. Read a paragraph, write the main point. So figure out, were you able to at least read and understand the gist properly? If you had a problem with reading, then you need more reading practice. If you had no problem with reading and understanding, then you need more question specific practice, like how to draw inferences, how to do reasoning, strengthen, weaken. All of that is then question specific. So figure out where you are making the mistake. In the reading part, did you have any problem reading and understanding? Or did you have a problem in answering the questions, picking between close options, option elimination? Figure out where you are making a mistake. Then if it's the reading part, just keep doing active reading for a long period of time, and then your reading will slowly improve. When it comes to questions, there is no other alternative other than practicing RCs. So make sure that you practice 2 RCs every single day. That will give you the requisite amount of practice before CAT. Okay guys who are joining us, I see a lot of people who have joined us. Please like the stream and please share the stream also. Let's see how people have been doing. Okay, there are almost 4 minutes left, and many people have gotten this right. So I hope you guys are not scared of these DILR sets that I'm giving. This was actually a very easy one and a doable one, as you can see. And the important part is that you know that this set is something that you can do because you have seen something like this before. And if you do enough number of these kind of sets, nothing new can come in CAT really. So that's the whole point. You keep doing sets so that you are used to solving sets. So Aditya says, ma'am, I'm able to attempt 3 RCs and all VA questions. Do you think it is good enough attempt, or should I attempt 4th RC as well? 3 RCs plus VA is a good attempt. It is a good attempt. You will get 95 percentile plus given if your accuracy is good. If your accuracy is not good, then you could be in trouble, but that depends entirely on the accuracy that you have. Just remember that in that case, you will be getting somewhere close to, if your accuracy is decent, you will be getting somewhere close to 95. But it won't be enough for you to actually pull all the other sections also forward. So if you are strong in VARC, then you should attempt the 4th RC as well. If you are weak in VARC, this attempt is good enough. Where should I attempt these questions? Go to Rupesh, go to cracku.in/live. It is in test format over there. I hope you still have time. Just go and try to attempt it. Even if you are not finishing it in time, you can submit it afterwards also. So please head over to cracku.in/live, LIVE. Okay. Guys who are joining us, please like the stream and please share the stream. I see a lot of people who are there online and on YouTube and on our site. So guys, please like the stream and please share the stream. Hi Priyanshi, what was your question? Okay, I practice a lot for games and tournaments, but I still get afraid for every practice question when it comes to games and tournaments. Suggest how to overcome this. Priyanshi, games and tournaments questions generally are difficult and they are time consuming also. So I can understand your fear of them. Remember that if it comes to it, you will be able to do it, because if you practice 5 sets, the 6th set becomes easy. If you practice 10 sets, the 11th set becomes easy. So it will be something that you can do. But remember, the fear also comes from the fact that even when you can solve, it might take too much time to solve it. So always have a good idea of also how much time you're taking to solve the games and tournaments questions. See Aditya, there is a trade-off here between squeezing in the 4th RC as well. See, it depends on what your accuracy is there in VA versus what is your accuracy in RC. If your accuracy in RC is higher, what I would suggest is do RCs, then do some VA and leave the OOC out and come back to do the 4th RCS set. So you have 6 VA questions mostly. So leave the 2 OOC out and try to squeeze in the 4th. The reason why I say leave the 2 OOC out is because you can just put in some random numbers 1 to 5 in the OOC this, so that you don't leave it unattempted. So that's like a 20% chance that you will get some marks over there. Actually, it is 80 into 80, 36% chance that even if you randomly put some number from 1 to 5, that you will get some marks in OOC. So that is one way you can actually try to squeeze in the 4th RC, provided your accuracy in RC is better or at least comparable to your accuracy in VA. If your accuracy in VA is much better, then stick to VA, then let the 4th RC be. So Ashish is saying that your reading speed is good, but understanding level is a little low. See, Ashish, the point is that when you read it, the first time you read it, you should understand the heart of that passage. So every paragraph, when you read it, you should write down the main point. So what happens is that when you force yourself to write down the main point, you have this tendency to make sure that you understand it completely. You are fully focused at it. Reading without understanding or absorbing is, firstly, your accuracy will be poor, and it will be unhelpful because you will have to go and reread it again and again. So always do active reading, read and write the main point, read and write the main point. That is the best way you can ensure accuracy and focus while reading. Okay, let's see how much time is left. Okay, most of you got it right, and I see a lot of people have scored full marks. Rohit and the Rohit Kunwar and the other Rohit, and Siddhant, Ayushi, Manisha, and Ash and Anjali. So I think some of you guys made a mistake in the theta question, but I think most of you guys got these questions right. I think this one was, the first one was easy. The second one I think was slightly on the harder side. Third one was also okay, and this is where I think a lot of people made a mistake, I guess. But I think this is overall on the easy side, and I think most of you should have been able to answer this set. Go back again and take a look at this set. I'm sure most of you will be able to answer this. So as I said, I'll be solving this now, and as I said, whenever you make a mistake, don't take it to heart. Just take it as a lesson that, okay, I couldn't do this well. I should focus on how I can improve. That's the only thing that you should really take when it comes to mistakes, errors, or any incorrect answers. I should not repeat this again. If this comes again, I'll get it right. That's the positive attitude you should keep in mind. This is the last 1 month to 1 month till CAT. A positive outlook and a positive attitude will be super helpful, as important as practice. So make sure that you always are in a positive frame of mind about your ability to crack CAT, about essentially just that you are capable of doing it. If you feel inside that you're capable of doing it, you will, I'm sure all of you will be able to crack CAT. So let's get started. Okay, so if we see this, 5 movies of Irfan Khan were rated in 7 categories. So the categories are given: development, pre-production, production, principal photography, wrap, post-production, distribution. Answer the following questions based on the above radar graph. So what was there essentially needed in this entire section? The only thing that was really needed was reading the graph, and that is the only place where some people might make a mistake. Okay, So let's first thing to do whenever you have a radar graph or any kind of chart is just take a look at the questions also, what is essentially asked. So first question is, what is the difference between the sum of all ratings of wrap and principal photography? Top 3 ratings, the maximum number of times. So essentially all that you really need is each rating properly in a table format. Once you have that, it will become trivially easy. So let's first do that. Let's convert this radar chart into a table. So how many? We have 7 categories and we have 5 movies, A, B, C, D, E. So let's draw that out. So A, B, C, D, E, and I will also keep a this for total. So this is A, B, C, D, E, and this is total. And you have 7 categories: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll keep another space out. So what are the categories? Development, pre-production, production, pre-production, production, principal photography, wrap, post-production, distribution, post-production and distribution. Okay, so now that we have this table, all you have to first do is essentially fill in the table. So if we see A is 4, if you see A is kind of hiding somewhere, and the only place that A can essentially hide is behind the green line. There is no other way that the line joining that A, the light blue, can hide other than behind the green line, because you need the same values essentially to be able to hide. Your exact line should coincide. So that means that A will be like this, 4, and then this is 5. So this is 4, 5. And 4, 5, 9, sorry, 4, 5, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 4. Then you have 4, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 6. Then you have the orange line, which is at 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 4. Then you have 5, 3, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So if you are wondering how to actually figure out, it's difficult to read the chart, essentially see the movement of the lines. If it is going across 1, 2, 3, so you have to basically reduce by 3. So if it is 7, then it was reduced by 3 to go to 4. So that is basically also one of the skills that is needed. Reading the charts quickly. So the values on the outside are very easy to read. The values on the inside are easy to read. Whenever you are going for the values in the middle, which are kind of crowded, just see how the values are changing. This is from 9 to 3. So it is cutting across so many points as such. So you can see immediately that you have to, if you cut across 3 lines, you have to reduce by 3. So this is 4, and this is the orange line, 4 and 8. Okay. So this is the orange line as such. Then you have the green line. So that is 4, 5, 4, 5, 4. And the green line goes up to 9, 9, 9, 9, 3, 4. This is 3, this is 3, and this, no, 9, 9, 3, 5. Because it is going up across 2 lines as such. So that is 9, 9, 3, 5. There's a green line, then you have the yellow line starting at 8, then 3, 8, 3, 7, 6, 8, 3, 6. Then you have what? 8, 3, 6, 6. Then you're cutting, so 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you've read up the D section as well. Now you have the dark blue, which is E. So starting with 9, 3, 7, 9, 3, 7. Then you go down to this is going down 1, 2, 3, so 4. So cutting across 3 lines. So this should be 1, 2. So it should be 4 spaces. So this is going down to 3. And then you have coming down to 8, 8, 7, 4. So yeah, so I think I've read the graph correctly. This is where most people either spend too much time than what is needed, or make a mistake in reading the graph. So it's very important that you actually follow the lines when you're going across. See what the lines is. Basically, just keep a note of how many rings are there. So you have 1, 2, 3. So this is 3. So if you are actually cutting across many spaces, that means you have to you cut across one line, that becomes that you are reducing by 2. So as long as you have an intuitive sense of how to read the graph, it will speed this up and it will make sure that this is not a time sink as such. So now that we have this table nice and ready, we can then actually go on to answer the questions. What is the difference in between the sums of all ratings of wrap and principal photography? So wrap, if I add up, this is 12, 21, 26, 34, and principal photography is over here 13, 22, 26, 29. So what is the difference between the sums of all ratings for wrap and principal photography? It is 34 minus 29, which is 5, which is option D. Now let's take a look at the second question. This was the easiest one. Which movies among all have been in the top 3 ratings for the maximum number of times? So over here we have to consider how many are in the top 3 ratings. So I'll just put on this this is top 1, 2, 3. This is all of them are top 3 because 5 and 3 are the only 2 values. So 5, 5 and the next would be 3. So all are in the top 3 essentially. So ignore pre-production. This is 7, 6 and 4, all are 4. So all are in the top 3 as such. So ignore production as well. This is 9, 8 and 5. This is 9, 8 and 7. This is 7, 6 and 5. And this would be 8, 7 and 6. So I'm completely ignoring these 2 rows because essentially they are true for all films as such. All of them are in top 3 in those 2 values. So I'll be only considering the ones which are other than those 2 rows. So this is 3, this is 4, this is 2, this is 3, this is 3. So A, D and E are in the top 3 thrice and B is in the top 3 4 times. So which movie has been in the top 3 ratings for the maximum number of times? That is B, which is option D. Okay, this is not, this is not that difficult as such. The only thing is, I think many people might have gotten confused when they saw this table and they realized these 2 columns could have thrown some people off, but it should not have. Just ignore whenever you can't say whether it's in the top 3 or not, ignore those columns. They would not make a change in the total as such. Now let's take a look at the third question. How many movies have only 5 as the mode of their respective ratings? So I need 5 as the mode of their respective ratings. So over here, if you consider A has 5 many times and it is the mode. So A's mode is 5. If you consider B, 8 comes twice, 4 comes twice. So the modes will be 4 and 8. Mode basically means that in a given set, if you have say 1, 2, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, you have to consider the element that comes the most number of times. In this case, since 4 comes twice, 4 is the mode. Suppose this was like 6, 6 and 7, 8, then 6 since 6 also comes twice, 6 is also the mode. So it has 2 modes, 4 and 6. In this case, 4 comes twice, 8 comes twice, so 4 and 8 are the most. You have to see which rating comes the most number of times. For A, 5 comes the most number of times, so 5 is the mode. For B, 4 and 8 come the most number of times, so 4 and 8 are the mode. For C, 5 and 9 come twice each, and 4 also. 4, 5, 9. So 4, 5, 9 are the modes. Here you have 6 is the mode, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only 6 is the mode, and here you have 3 is the mode. 3 and 7 are the mode. So we need mode to be 5 and it should be only 5 and nothing else. So only A has that case. Here C has 5 as the mode, but 4 and 9 are also the mode. So 5 is not the only mode as such. For only one movie is 5 the only mode, which is A. So how many movies have 5 as the only mode? So that would be one movie. So the right answer is option A. And the last question, let's take a look at the last question. What is the difference between the maximum and minimum rated categories in all movies combined. So just you have to take the sum. In cases like this, you should try to minimize the number of sums that you do. You have to basically calculate the sum, right? We already have, this is 34, so anything which is less than 34 does not make much of a difference. Also, if you see, either pre-production or production are likely to be the least rated ones, because the numbers are on the lower side. The development, everyone else is slightly on the higher side as such. So if you quickly add, this is 13 plus 17, 30. This is 16, 19. This is 12, 18, 25. This is 12, 18, 25, 14, 19, 26, 30. So which is the highest rated this, which is rap, which is at 34, and the lowest rated one is pre-production, which is 19. So the difference is 34 minus 19, which is 15. The right answer is option D. So as you can see, if you had that table, it became super easy. So the first thing, always when you are struggling with, if the graph itself is not useful, convert the graph to table. Your job will be halfway done. Remember, take this to heart. Whenever you have a graph, first convert it to table and your job would become much easier. Okay. So please just get ready. I'll be giving the second question. The second question won't be this easy. There are slightly more tricks involved over there, where you have to think after getting the table also, but the first step remains the same. Whenever you have graphs or whenever you have charts, first draw the table. Okay, so I'll be posting it in 1 minute. I'll be going through all of these doubts that you have, but I'll be posting the next question in under a minute, so please be ready. And the question is going in live now. Okay, so best of luck guys, and hope you are able to solve this. Okay. Or maybe I missed that, but essentially I was not looking for 4. The question was how many times 5 comes, and I was mostly looking for 5. But even if 4 comes thrice, essentially 5 would not be a mode of it. Is teacher's shortcut method to solve these kind of questions. Ashish, basically you have to be careful with these kind of questions. If it's an easy DILR set, you have to solve it accurately more than in less time. This was not a calculation intensive set as such. You just had to be careful not to make a mistake. Sums and differences are, there is no real shortcut there. Just be careful and make sure that you get the right answer. Okay. Question on maximum top 3 ratings. Yeah, no, essentially E had 4 top 3 ratings. Where is that? 7, 7, 8, 9. Where I think this is gone. But it would be B as such, not this. B would not, E was not there, it was there thrice, I think. So focus on this one right now. Summaries. So Ayushi, okay. Only 5 and not only once. Mode essentially is something that comes many times, right? Once you see the word mode, maybe you are not expecting statistics in DILR, but that's the whole point, right? Once you have the table, you can put anything else. Statistics can come. In this case, you have something which is based on maximum minima. So first focus on getting the table, and from there just focus that what is needed. Statistics can come, maximum minima can come, cumulative data can come, anything of that sort can come. Okay, so just focus on first converting the charts to tables. So Ayushi asked, ma'am, VARC is my strongest section, but my scores fluctuate a lot there. I tried topping one RC and my accuracy as well as score improved initially, but now again dropped in recent mocks. Should I go back to solving all 4 RCs along with para jumbles? Is it fine to always skip summary and odd one out regardless of difficulty level? So Ayushi, I would not suggest skipping out on them necessarily. So what I would suggest is that if you are try different strategies, be very cognizant of what is your accuracy in RCs, what is your accuracy in VA. If your accuracy in RC is far greater than your accuracy in VA, make sure that you attempt all 4 RCs. But if it is comparable, you have to try all combinations as such. Again, I would suggest that even if you're not able to read the OOC question, you should at least put in some value over there. There's 1 in 5 chance you'll actually get it right. Okay, so always make sure that you attempt it, irrespective of whether or not you read it, solve it, you attempt OOC questions. When it comes to, if you what I think somebody suggests is write different this, that you do an RC, go to VA, then come back and do another RC and try to do something of that sort. That is a strategy you can try to see what works for you. You can also essentially have a strategy where you leave OOC till the end, but you go basically RC, 1 VA question, RC, 1 VA question, and so on, till you finally have only 1 para summary question or para jumble question left and the 2 OOC. And you put something in the OOC before submitting, so that by chance you might get some marks there. Again, it's not something that you should always skip. If your accuracy in VA is good, then you should solve all of VA with concentration. It depends where your relative accuracy is. If your relative accuracy of RC is better, make sure you solve all of RC. If your relative accuracy of VA is better, then you make sure that you solve all of VA. Okay, so Pramuk, don't see from here. It would be difficult for you to solve from here. You're already there, right? Just click on view instructions. If you click on view instructions, you will be able to see the entire instruction set as such. Don't try to solve it from here. It's difficult to solve from the video itself. I'm showing you this, but go and click on view instructions. Okay, section name in pie chart, where are you seeing that? So this is 2012. If you're not able to see just see it on actual Cracku website on the view instructions. I'll be writing these values. This is 30%, this is 25%, this is 20%, this is 15%, and this is 10%. This is 16%, this is 24%, this is 12%, this is 28%, this is 20%. Okay. Go to cracku.in/live, and there the questions are posted. Click on view instructions. You should be able to see this in test format, so the resolution will not matter there. They are there in high resolution. Okay. What is the CAT cutoff for MDI HR for general category? Meghna, check out the CAT percentile and score calculator. That will be able to help you there. Put in your particular details of your marks, etc., and see what is your aim, what should be your aim percentile or this to cut off MDI HR. While reading the spider graph, should all values be read or should you be do values of category one by one? You can do either way, but I prefer essentially while reading the spider graph, I use how many lines it is cutting to figure out where it is. So if you can either use that if it is cutting across one line, then +2. If it is cutting across 2 lines, then +3. You can either use that method, or you can use that method where you go category by category. In the first category, you say, okay, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5. But then what you should do is that you should write down the numbers for each category. So while you are reading this category, then write 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, so that it is easier for you to read. You can go by category also if it works for you. If reading how many lines it is cutting across is better for you, then you can do it that way. Again, how I read might not be the right way for you. Is there any plan for next year? If you're looking for CAT 2022, we do have courses for CAT 2022. Please do check out our courses. We have a CAT 2022 package. Just check what is the percentile, and depending on the percentile, you'll be able to understand how much more is needed. Also, whatever is your score, you can improve on it. Don't just fixate on the marks or the percentile. See every mock as a opportunity to improve. So go to the mock, analyze the mock, see where you made a mistake, and try to improve in those sections. Okay. Yeah. Let's see how people have done so far. So there's 3 minutes left, and this is not that difficult. I see many people are able to answer. So best of luck to those who are solving. I hope all of you submit the questions. Those who are seeing this on YouTube and those of you who have joined us, please like the stream, guys. It helps us reach a lot of people and reach more people before CAT. So please like the stream and please share the stream with whoever is preparing for CAT. Also, if you guys are looking for a good mocks package, please do check out our Diwali sale. So the link is there in our description box. So we are offering heavy discounts on a mocks package, and this is the time for you to actually be taking mocks. So we are offering like 5 mocks with video solutions for just like $299, and 10 mocks plus sectionals for $399. So just please do check out Cracku's Diwali sale, and if you have not started taking mocks regularly, please start taking mock. You should take one every Sunday, and you should take it in the slot that you are actually going to be sitting. So if you are in slot 1, get used to getting ready early in the morning and having your brain active early in the morning, because essentially every time you take the mock in that particular slot, you are simulating that experience and making sure that you have lesser nerves on actual CAT day, and you feel more relaxed because you are more used to it. Your body will also have some amount of muscle memory, right? So if you're used to sitting in one place, pretending that this is CAT day, this is my slot, and once you start getting into that mind frame, on actual CAT day, you will feel far more relaxed. So please make sure every Sunday in your slot time, you're sitting and taking a CAT mock. Okay. So Rocky is asking, you're analyzing mocks instead of doing revision. So it's not an either or thing, right? Revision is also important. Analyzing mocks is also important. Go and analyze the last 3 mocks. Going and analyze all the remaining 9 mocks does not make sense. Analyze the last 3 mocks and identify the gaps there. Focus on that analysis and identifying the gaps, and topic tests and revision. Instead of revision is not something that you can skip on. And just focus on the last 3 mocks, analyze where you made the mistakes, because those mistakes would be repetitive. If you didn't analyze the first 2-3 mocks, you would make the same mistakes in the 4th, 5th and 6th mocks. So just analyze the last 3 mocks, see which areas you didn't do so well in, and then focus on revision there, clearing any conceptual errors, and topic tests, and practice in those particular areas. Hi ma'am, I'm unable to solve sets which involve card games and round robin games and tournament question. Can I have okay, games and tournaments? I'll try to have this. Card games, I think you mean just like different kind of games and tournaments questions where there are multiplayer kind of environment, right? I'll try to hold something of that sort. Games and tournaments, I think we did an easy stream once with like one was a knockout and 1 league format. So do check out that stream. I think we can do one more advanced one before CAT so that you guys are more comfortable with games and tournaments. Okay, so let's see. I think the time is up, and a lot of people got this right. This was on the slightly harder side, and very well done, Rohit. You got all of the questions right. This is a very good sign. You are on the right track. Just keep practicing. You should be able to crack CAT. Sai, Rohit, and Ash, Anjali, Bhargav and Rohan, you all did very, very well. Just make sure that wherever you made a mistake, make note of it, improve. That's the whole thing that you should focus on, continuous improvement from now on till CAT, okay? I think the first question was on the easier side, second question also similar, third and fourth. So fourth I think is where a lot of people struggle, and I think that's where the accuracy dropped quite a bit, but that's fine. I think this is the kind of set you should know how to solve, and once you see one set of this type, it becomes very easy. That's the whole deal with DILR. You see, solve one set, know exactly how it is solved, how to begin, what is the logic needed, and then if that similar set comes in CAT, you will be able to solve. So let's get started with this set. Let's see how to solve this particular set. Okay. In an international sports academy, there are a number of coaches of 5 different sports: football, cricket, volleyball, hockey and basketball. The following pie charts give the details of the number of coaches in the age groups of 40 to 50 years for the different sports. No coach joined or left or shifted from one sport to another sport in the academy. So if nobody joined or left or shifted, then the change would basically be based on age. So you would age in or age out of the particular range. Age in, basically as you grow older, you would if you were in your 30s, you would go into the 40 to 50 range, or if you are in your 40s, after a few years you will go above 50 and out of the range. So that is the only movement that will be there. Sport-wise distribution of coaches in the age group of 40 to 50 years. So the total number of coaches in that age group in 2012 was 120, and you are given the distribution, and in 2015 was 150, and again you are given the distribution. See, the entire pie chart is completely pointless, right? What is the point of that pie chart? Nothing really, because this could easily have been given as a table and would have made far more sense as a table. That's the whole point of charts. They are just added layer of work. Sometimes people get intimidated by charts and they see that, okay, this is such a long problem, I will not touch it. But essentially the only thing that is really there, that is different between this question and a normal table based question, is that you have to spend that extra few minutes converting this to a table, and once you convert it to a table, it becomes like any DI set. So let's do that job. Let's convert this into a DI table. So you have a pie chart and you're given the total value. So each of these values is basically this percentage of 150, and each of these values in the first pie chart is this percentage of 120. So let's just convert that. See, in this I have values given in 2012, values given in 2015. So I'll use my concept of data over the years. So in data over the years, how do you actually do that? So you have starting balance, additions, deletions and ending balance. So if you do with that method, so what you have 5 this, right? No, 5 1, okay, sorry about that. So 1 2 3 4 5, and I'll add one more for total, and you have the starting balance, your additions, deletions and ending balance, and your sports are football, cricket, volleyball, hockey and baseball, and you have the starting balance which is in 2012 starting balance, and you have additions, deletions and ending balance, and this is in 2015. Now just let's write down the values. 2012, 30%, 25%. 30% of this is of 120, right? This is total is 120, this is 150. So 30% of 120 is 36, 25%, so this would be 30. This is 1/4. Then you have 20%, so that is 24. Then you have 20%, 15% and 10%. So this is 12, 15% would be 18. Now you have in the same with 2015, you have 16%, so that would be 16 into, so this is basically into 3 by 2. So 16 into 3 by 150 by 100 is essentially 3 by 2, right? Everything is in percent, so if I have to make it as this of 150, I have to multiply all of these figures by 3 by 2. So this is 24, this is 36, this is 18, this is 42, this is 30. So this would be the way in which I convert the pie charts into the table. Now what do I mean by this starting balance, additions, deletions and ending balance? So you have these values that are there in 2012 and you have values that are there in 2015. You don't know how many additions are there, how many deletions are there. So additions basically mean that whoever was not who was younger than 40 who aged into this group, and deletions basically mean that those who became over 50 by 2015. So essentially you have some value plus this become 24. So essentially the net difference is of minus 12 over here. The net difference is of plus 6. So your additions plus minus deletions is difference would be 6. So if this is say x, this will be x plus 12. So that's why you have a net difference of 12 as such. I'm not going to be assuming any variables and all because it's not really needed. I'll assume variables only if it is needed, but right now it doesn't seem like it is. So here the difference is of plus 6, here the difference is of minus 6, here the difference is of 24, plus 24, here the difference is of plus 18. Okay, so these are the differences in addition minus deletion. So addition minus deletion will be minus 12. This addition minus deletion would be plus 6. This addition minus deletion would be minus 6. So now that we have this view, let's take a look at the questions. So the first question is, let's see if this is the fifth question. What is the minimum number of coaches in the academy who crossed the age of 50 during 2012 to 2015? So you have to basically find out the minimum of this sum of deletions. If I have to find out the minimum of these sum of deletions, basically this difference between addition and deletion is given. Okay. So how will I actually do that? I will assume that wherever there is deletion, there was no addition. So if this is, say for example, this is 36, then this will be 24. As I keep on increasing the number of additions, the number of deletions have to keep on increasing. So if I have to minimize the number of deletions, that is the number of people who cross the age of 50, I have to assume that the number of additions was very little. This is not 36 and 24, it is the other way around. This would have been, if this is 24, then this is 36. If 24 people came in, 36 people will have to leave for the net difference to be minus 12. So as the number of additions increases, the number of deletions also has to increase. So if I have to minimize the number of deletions, I have to minimize the number of additions, which means that I should make, wherever that value is 0, I should make the number of additions to be 0. So if this is 0, then this becomes 12. If this is 0, this becomes 6. If this is plus 6, I'll just say this is 6 and 0. If this is just plus 24, I'll say plus 24 and 0, because I have to minimize this column anyway. If this is plus 18, I'll say this is 18 and 0. So what is the minimum number of deletions that I get? This is 12 plus 6, that is 18. So what is the minimum number of coaches in the academy who cross the age? The minimum least possible number is 12 plus 6, that is 18. Now let's take a look at the next question. I will be removing all of these figures. I generally recommend don't write all of this. I am just writing it down to explain, but it is not needed. If you just see the addition and deletion, this also you will know that the only place you will have to actually consider deletions is where this is negative. So that would be 12 plus 6, this value becomes 18. Let's take a look at the second question. The second question is, what is the minimum number of coaches in the academy who crossed the age of 40 during 2012 plus 2015. So I have to find the minimum value of this column, minimum of additions. And if I have to do minimum of additions, what should I do? See, basically where there is deletion, I can just say that this was 0 and this is 12. Okay, I have to minimize addition column. Wherever there is addition, okay, as I increase the value of addition, suppose this is 12, this is 6. As I keep on increasing the number of deletions, the additions has to rise to counterbalance it. So if I have to minimize it, I will assume in all those cases deletions were 0. So in all of those cases, this was 0, this was 0, wherever it is positive value, this is 0, this is 6, this is 0, this is 6, this is 24, this is 0, this was 18, right? This is 18, this is 0. That is the way I will get the least number of additions as such, basically assuming that there were no deletions, because as the number of deletions increases, the additions has to increase in tandem. So this value is 30 plus 18, that is 48. So this will be 48. The answer to this question is 48. Now let's take a look at the next question. If the coaches on attaining the age of 37 are designated as assistant coaches, and on attaining the age of, I don't think I put options. So I'll put options over here. Visible? Okay, yeah. Sorry, the options are on below my table. On attaining the age of 40 years are promoted as coaches, and the number of assistant coaches in the college in 2012 was maximum for which sport? So we are asked essentially how many additions will be there. If you are 37 plus in 2012 and you will become 40 plus in 2015, 37 and plus 37 and greater than or equal to 37 would become greater than or equal to 40 in 2015. So basically we are supposed to find out which sport had the highest number of additions. So I will just erase that all out again. So I have to figure out who had the most number of additions, which sport had the most number of additions. But can I figure that out? Can I figure out which had the most number of additions? I know how to minimize and maximize, because for minimizing and maximizing, I am assuming that what is the least possible value it can take. But if I have to find out actual values, can I do that? Because essentially with these values, I know the min value it can take. But I am supposed to find out who had the most number of additions. But can I really tell that? See, basically over here, if it is plus 24, I can say that, okay, if this is 24 and 0, this will be plus 24. Even if this is minus 6, for example, it could be 25 and 31, that could also give minus 6 as such. So I don't know who had the most additions. Just based on the looking at this difference, I can't tell who had the most number of additions. That assistant coach is basically who had the most additions, and I can't tell based on this value, because it's impossible to tell just on the basis of difference which value was higher. I know what is addition minus deletion, but I don't know each value individually to actually answer this question, which means that the answer is D, cannot be determined. Okay. Always whenever you have can't be determined as one of the options, be very careful in reading the question. You are not asked for min or max in this particular question. So don't fall into the trap immediately. Think, is this min or max, or is it absolute value? And in case of absolute value, I can't know. So the right answer is can't be determined. You should not have even calculated this question as such. Now let's take a look at the last question. If the number of coaches who crossed the age of 50 between 2012, okay, so let me remove that. Between 12 and 2012 and 2015 for volleyball is more than that for any other sport. What is the maximum number of coaches who crossed 40 years between 2012 to 2015 for football? So I have to basically find out the maximum value of addition over here for this particular cell, maximum addition for football, based on the fact that volleyball had the crossed age of 50. The deletion for the volleyball was the highest. Okay, if this value is the highest, then I have to find out the max value of addition. That is essentially what is asked as such. Now how can I essentially relate this? See, the max value of addition is basically I have to make sure that whatever is my value of deletion, as the value of deletion increases, the value of addition increases. But I know that the value of deletion for football has to be lesser than the value of deletion for volleyball. So let's say that this is, say, X, okay. If you had X people getting added in volleyball, then there would be X plus 6 people getting deleted in volleyball. So then you would have the net difference of minus 6. Now, since volleyball has the highest number of deletions, what would be the next highest number of deletion? That would be X plus 5. I have to maximize additions. To maximize additions, I have to maximize deletions. As deletions increases, additions also increases. So if this is the highest, then the next value that deletions that football can take would be just one lesser, which would be X plus 5. Now if this is X plus 5, what is the max possible value of this? That would be basically minus 12. So this would be X minus 7. So if this is X plus 6, then this can take the value of X minus 7. Now let's see what are the conditions or restrictions on each of these values. Additions cannot be, X cannot be greater than 18, because the total number of people over here is 18. Somebody is not going to get added and removed in the same year. So X can't be, X has to be less than or equal to 18 as such. X plus 6 has to be less than or equal to 24, because you can't delete somebody unless they were there in 2012 as such. So X plus 6 has to be less than or equal to 24, which is the same as X is less than or equal to 18. So these two conditions from these two cell values. Over here, X plus 5 cannot be, has to be less than or equal to, number of deletions has to be less than or equal to 36. So X has to be less than or equal to 31, because you can't delete someone who was not already there. And X minus 7, the additions has to be less than or equal to 24, because you can't add and delete in the same year. So that again means X has to be less than or equal to 31. So essentially the more restricting condition is this one, X has to be less than or equal to 18. So the max value I can take is when X is equal to 18. When X is equal to 18, what is this value? X minus 7 will be 11. So the max value that the additions part can take in football is 11. So the right answer over here is 11. Once you had this table, you looked at it as a table as maxima, minima, it would become easier. Whenever you have data over the years, remember, if it came as pie chart also, data over the years, you should know the representation format. Starting balance, additions, deletions, ending balance. So it was good to have all of you guys over here. If you guys had any issue with this second set, just let me know. I'll try to solve that this. Okay, can you repeat the fourth explanation? Okay, basically, remember I had this addition, deletion, this. I had to find out what is the question. What is the maximum number of coaches who crossed 40 years between 2012 to 2014 in football? So I have to maximize this part over here, this additions for football. And the condition or the limiting condition is that this value is the max possible. Now I assume variables over here. I assume if this is x, this has to be x plus 6 because the net difference is minus 6. So if this is x, this is x plus 6. For me to get the maximum possible value for additions, as the value of deletions increases, the value of additions increases because there is a linear relationship between additions and deletions. Additions minus deletions is minus 12. So as number of deletions increases, additions will increase. But there is a limit on deletions. This value cannot be greater than this value over here. The value of deletions for football cannot be greater than or even equal to volleyball because volleyball is the highest, which means that football has to be 1 lesser. So if it is 1 lesser than x plus 6, it is x plus 5. If this is the max value it can take, then the max value this A can take or additions can take for football is x minus 7. Now essentially we have to find out what is the largest value for x minus 7. So consider all the restrictions on x. X has to be less than or equal to 18 because additions cannot be greater than the ending balance. So x is less than or equal to 18. If x is less than or equal to 18, that means x minus 7 is less than or equal to 11. So the max value that you can get for additions is 11. Okay. Now I hope you can take a good look at this set. Just take a look at the set again and try to answer it if you are not able to answer any particular question. Okay. Again, Shashank, just take a look at the set and try to answer the question. As I mentioned, you can see the video again. So it was good to have all of you guys over here, and we'll be holding more of these sessions on a regular basis. Please start taking mocks if you have not started taking mocks, and if you are looking for a good mock series, please do check out our mocks package. We have a Diwali sale going on. Please do check out. The link would be there in the chat window. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck for your preparation. Make sure that you make the best use of the last 1 month. Thank you.